So you're thinking about moving to Bozeman, Montana. There's all these headlines about how it's such a great place to live or to retire or to go to school at MSU. Or maybe you're just an avid skier looking for a great place and you've heard about those Bridger Bowl powder days. Or maybe you just love the outdoors and are curious about beautiful Bozeman. So in this video, I'm going to take you around different neighborhoods. We're going to take a look at some different homes in varying price points so you can get an idea about the area as a whole and learn more. My name is Hallie with Life in Bozeman, Montana, and this channel is all about living in and around the Bozeman area, from Big Sky to Ennis to Three Forks over to Livingston and beyond. So let's get right to it and talk a little bit more about Bozeman. Montana has seen some pretty significant growth over the past few years. So whether you're a fan of the show Yellowstone or Yellowstone National Park itself, or maybe you're into hunting or hiking or camping or some of the whitewater rafting, kayaking, and fishing that can be done on the rivers. It's an absolute outdoor adventurer's dream come true. Now, with all of that growth, of course, the housing prices in the area here throughout all of Gallatin Valley really have seen quite the significant uptick and change as well. So in our Big Sky Country MLS, which covers clear over to Livingston and a little bit beyond, as well as some of the Helena Valley and, of course, further west as well, we have seen a pretty significant change. So if you look at June of 2020, the median sales price for a single family home in the whole MLS was about $450,000. By May of this year, 2023, that same median sales price for a single family home was $855,000. So you can see that's quite the difference. In fact, since June of 2021, that price, or that median sales price, has not dipped below $600,000. So the cost of living in this beautiful place does tend to be a bit high. Overall, the cost of living in the Bozeman area is about 20% higher than the national average, but that is balanced out by groceries and gas and that sort of thing, and some things even being a little bit lower than the national average, but housing prices being as much as 50 to 60% higher than that national average. Montana State University, which is the local state college here in Bozeman, has also seen quite a bit of growth in the last few years. In fact, of the last 14 years, in 12 of those years, MSU broke enrollment records. It's a great school with a wide variety of programs. Some of the top ones, though, are definitely engineering and architecture, as well as agriculture. As I'm filming today, it's actually the first day of fall as well, and it's definitely starting to feel it, as well as look it around here with some chillier days the last two, with a high today of about 46 degrees, and we've been seeing rain off and on for the past couple of days. It's supposed to clear up a little bit. We might hit 70 again. But all in all, it's starting to change here, and winter is definitely coming. We've actually already seen a little bit of a dusting of snow up in the mountains, both down near Big Sky as well as up here in the Bridgers, though it's likely that that snow won't stick around permanently through the winter. We might see a little bit more fluctuation there before it really sticks around for good. And with that, we will likely start seeing snow in the valley in another month or so, late October into November, and then that'll stick around probably until as late as late March, even into early April. And with all of this, of course, the days are starting to get shorter. We're all noticing, the sun is setting earlier and it's coming up a little bit later. So we're definitely in that transitional season here in Montana. And it goes without saying that all of that snow here in the valley and even more up in the mountains makes for some incredible skiing, snowboarding, snowmobiling, backcountry opportunities, you name it. I already mentioned Bridger Bowl, which, believe it or not, is behind me there, socked into the clouds, probably getting a little bit of snow right now, and has epic powder days. And then, of course, we've got Big Sky down to the south of town, which is more of a high-end resort with a brand new tram accessing the peak of that mountain. It's absolutely incredible as well. I've got an additional whole video all about winter in Southwest Montana, so if you're curious to learn more about that, be sure to check it out. We were pretty lucky this summer and fall as well, because the weather really kind of stayed a little bit more mild, didn't get too hot, didn't get too dry. We did see a little bit of rain here and there, so it really kind of kept any wildfire potential in this valley, at least, under control. We didn't really have too bad of a smoke season. We did get a little bit coming from different areas, but it didn't stick around too long, and certainly not like we've seen other seasons. Now, Bozeman does have some decent job opportunities as well. There's several new tech companies that have either moved here or tech startups. So there's a great environment around that here, as well as, of course, at Montana State University, and then the healthcare system here. So Bozeman Health, it being the primary hospital that's been here for a very long time. And then there's the brand new Billings Clinic, which is constructed over on the north side. Part of it is done. They've got a lot more in store. So that once that is fully constructed, there will be a lot of different job opportunities there as well. And of course, where you're going to find the majority of the Health Wanted ads right now is in hospitality, dining, and retail. So some people around here do end up a bit underemployed in order to live here, because Bozeman certainly does thrive in those tourist seasons. So it's a very touristy town. People come to visit during the summer and the winter for the most part. So with that, tourism does come, a fluctuation in seasons a little bit, but also just a desire and a need around town for employees in that hospitality or, overall tourism industry. Wages do seem to be still lagging a bit when it comes to keeping up with that cost of living, but it does also seem like a lot of businesses, a lot of places are starting to raise those salaries, raise those wages to try to compensate for that higher cost of living here, particularly in housing, as those RIT amounts have also increased across the valley. Downtown Bozeman is home to some incredible events, as well as shops and dining and galleries and so much more. Everything from Wild Joe's Coffee House, which is an incredible local hangout with wonderful craft coffee, all the way up to Sweet Chili Asian Bistro. And then a step up from that, of course, we've got several different steakhouses, including JW Heist, as well as Open Range. We've also got incredible parks all over town, from the 100-acre park over on the north side to Lindley Park over by the library, and trails and hiking and everything all over the whole area, of course. And then there's the Museum of the Rockies down to the south of town, and all of the schools in this valley, especially Bozeman and Belgrade, tend to be very highly rated according to websites like greatschools.org. The people and community around Bozeman are very, very outdoor focused. So the whole community kind of thrives around the mountains, the trails, and everything that's going on all over this beautiful valley. And the people are truly friendly. So you might get a nod on the sidewalk or a nice little chit chat in one of the shops with the shop owner, a friendly conversation on the chairlift, and of course the wave on the country road as you drive by. So it's a really friendly town overall. You may not want to share, especially in online forums, that you are moving here or have just moved here, because people are pretty protective of this beautiful place. Bozeman Yellowstone International Airport is only about 10 or 15 minutes from the town of Bozeman, right there outside of Belgrade, and it is gaining more and more direct flights all the time. And then, of course, we've got Yellowstone National Park just 90 minutes south of here, which is a wonderful place to visit year-round. I also have a video where I did a full day drive through Yellowstone National Park, if you're curious and want to check that out. And with all of that, let's go ahead and dive into taking a look at some of these different homes all over the Bozeman area. But before we dive into those details on the real estate, real quick, my name is Hallie. I am a born and raised Bozemanite, helping people to relocate, move, or simply find their place here in the Bozeman area and all over Southwest Montana. My email and phone are right here, or you can visit the link in the description to learn a little bit more or set up a one-on-one call. I'm here to help you find the right place for you, so be sure to jot that information down and feel free to get in touch. Now, this property is actually a studio-style condo. In fact, there are two of them in this building right behind me here, right a block off of Main Street. So right in the heart of downtown, you're going to have access, to absolutely everything: the galleries, the bars, the restaurants, the shopping, everything here. There's, in fact, some commercial businesses here on the main floor of the building itself. So there's a wonderful Mexican restaurant and some other lovely options right here in the same building. So of the two listings in this building, they're both 1-bed, 1-bath, studio-style condos, as I mentioned. One of them being about 660 square feet. That one is listed at $525,000. And the other one is just a little bit lower square footage and is also listed just at $505,000. Now, these were built in 2017, and they are right across the street, quite literally from the Armory, which is it's a Kimpton Armory Hotel with the Sky Shed right upstairs. That was revamped just a few years back as well. It has that amazing rooftop bar, and there's the pool up there as part of the hotel as well. So let's go drive around downtown a little bit more, and I'll see you at that next property. This next home is actually over on the south side of Main Street, but still pretty close to downtown, maybe 9 blocks or so away. And it's actually very close to Montana State University, as well as another one of the elementary schools. And just a couple of blocks from here is Cooper Park, which is a big city park that takes up about 2 blocks. This home actually features 2 separate units. So the property is being sold as one, and it features 2 different units. So we've got a downstairs unit that's a 2-bed, 1-bath, and an upstairs unit that is a 3-bed, 1-bath. This one was actually built in 1958 and has a total square footage of 2,750 and is currently listed at $895,000. So let's go drive around this area a little bit, and I'll see you at the next one. This home that we're going to take a look at here is over on the north, maybe a little bit to the northwest side of Bozeman. It is a 2-bed, 3-bath condo that is currently listed at $475,000. This condo has a detached 1-car garage out back. These were all built in 2004, and with 1,396 square feet with just a 2-bedroom, it's actually pretty spacious. The living room is a little bit oversized. You're just going to get, a lot of space with those 2 bedrooms. It's also in a great central location. It's not far, maybe 10 minutes to downtown. You're also about maybe 10 to 15 minutes to the airport or over to Belgrade. So you can get just about anywhere from right here very, very easily. So let's go drive around this area a little bit, and I'll see you at the next one. This home is right over here in a very nice, quiet neighborhood on the north side as well, really close to the newer Gallatin High School as well. It is a 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,535 square foot home with a 2-car garage out back, currently listed at $690,000. It's a pretty open floor plan, a pretty typical style for, that year and this type of home. So we'll go drive around this whole area, and I'll see you at the next home. So this last home is over on the north side of Bozeman as well, in some of the newer neighborhoods and whatnot over here. It is a gorgeous 3-bed, 2-bath, 2,583 square foot home right behind me over here. It's got a great oversized garage there as well. It was built in 2017 and is currently listed at $1.149 million. You can see behind me, the home was so well cared for, and there's some incredible gardening and landscaping going on as well. There's amazing outdoor space out in the backyard as well. It's got an expansive bonus room and a private office. So it's just got absolutely everything that you could ask for. And it's very close to several schools right here around this neighborhood. So we'll drive around this neighborhood. And with that, that wraps up this updated vlog tour of the Bozeman area overall. Of course, I've got several other videos covering different areas here all over the Gallatin Valley and beyond, from Big Sky to Livingston and Manhattan and Belgrade as well. So if you're curious about learning about more of these different areas and you want to figure out what's the right place for you, be sure to click on the video that's about to pop up here in just a couple moments so that you can learn more. I wouldn't want you to move to the wrong place. I want you to be able to fall in love with this place the same way that I do. And as always, I'd be honored honored to help you find your place here in beautiful Bozeman and those surrounding areas here in Southwest Montana, be it in a couple of weeks, couple of months, or even a year. So feel free to reach out. Again, be sure to click on this video right here so that you can learn some more. And until next time, I hope to show you around.